Hey everyone, it's Ryan from No Credentials Required to talk to you about one of our newest partners at BellyUpSports, SeatGeek. Yeah, live sports is great on television, but the feeling of being at the arena is a priceless experience. That's why our friends at SeatGeek are there to help you find the best tickets at the best prices. Not only can you get tickets to sporting events, but you can also get tickets to concerts, comedy shows, musicals, and more. Search for your desired event now at SeatGeek.com, enter promo code BellyUpSports at checkout, and you save $20 off your first purchase. SeatGeek. Life's an event. We have the tickets.
All right, guys. So every time we start a new month, recording in a new month, we're going to always start with a build a player segment. So I'm going to try to invite different people to come on to challenge themselves to see how good is their ball IQ. So this is how we're going to do it now, because unfortunately last time we did it, it was definitely a huge train wreck, and I don't think anybody needs to ever see that ever again. So
all right,
but if you guys want to, go watch the episode.
Hell yeah.
So here's how it works. So there are some qualities that I have presented to Jose. Jose has sees them, and they are passing, intelligence, strength, endurance, work rate, speed, technique, and finishing. So those are the qualities that Jose is going to have to pick a player for. Once he picks that player, he cannot use them ever again. And the topic is what I'm about to drop on him. And obviously we're talking about how Americans, the American soccer belief, right? His goal is to make soccer cool in America. But unfortunately, we have some Americans that I won't say are dumb, but believe that a lot of their current American players that play other sports, if they were to have switch over to soccer, they would dominate the sport.
Interesting.
So by the topic is going to be, Jose, American non-soccer players.
Oh, dude, this is good. Okay, because this is actually a crazy debate that a lot of people have. Like if somehow, sure, like LeBron James was going to play soccer. I don't know, and we do have a LeBron James with soccer, by the way, right? His name's Christian Pulisic. But I will say this is a really, really interesting one considering the categories that we have. So how much time do I get per category?
You got free range here.
Okay, cool. Bet. All right. Sounds good. Which one are we starting with?
We'll start with passing.
Ooh, man. So they obviously the rule is they can't play soccer. They can only play another professional sport that resides. The league is here in America.
Yeah. And they have to be American.
So. And they have to be American.
So no Luka Doncic. no Luka Doncic.
Damn it.
No Steve Nash. Let's keep it current. Let's keep it current.
Keep it current. Okay, keep it current. Current players, current American professionals in sports. Okay. So passing, man, I think I gotta give it to. So there's a player that I feel like right now off the top of my head that I think would make sense for two different categories. So we got to use them for just one. Man, I think passing, I'm going to give, because he's a point guard, bro, Steph Curry. And people will say he's the three-point king. He's a finisher just by sheer definition. I agree with that. But I think he's an underrated passer of the ball. I think he finds teammates in really interesting positions. He is a shooter through and through. But man, passing is such a big part of basketball. It's a big part of who the Warriors are. Yeah, bro. I think he's an elite level passer. I think if he had started playing soccer from the very beginning, would we see Xavi El Maestro vibes? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really know. He definitely has good vision. He definitely has good vision.
Yeah. So I think that's all part of passing, and I think he's an elite level passer.
All right. Let's go to intelligence.
Oh God, this could go a number of ways. How do you define IQ in a sport that has nothing to do with foot-eye coordination? IQ, man, this is gonna be difficult, right? Like if I think about the NBA or the NFL, intelligence, do they have to be actively playing right now?
Actively playing.
Damn. Because part of me would have gone honestly, like TB12. Part of me would have gone like TB12. I wanted to keep it kind of that on par with like the American sports mantra. Dude, this is great. Intelligence. I don't want to go with NBA. I want to go somewhere that's different. With let's take NFL. NFL. High IQ player, NFL. Man, I think I'm gonna go with. Does it have to be a player? Can it be a coach?
Player.
Damn. Man, there's so many interesting ways we can go about this. Bro, I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go. He could be technique too. I'm gonna go with Pat Mahomes, bro. I'm gonna go with Pat Mahomes.
Okay.
And anybody could say that hey, that's the passer. That's who you should have picked. I agree, and this is why I picked IQ though. I think at the end of the day, man, this guy's probably going to end up rivaling the GOAT conversation at the NFL when his career is done. I think you only do that by being smart as hell. He knows when to use his legs, knows when to use his arm. You don't get to as many championship worthy games without being a high IQ player. And this guy knows football better than just about anybody. Rocking a dad bod subtly while doing it. Yeah, bro.
And you could definitely say student of the game. I feel like you would think of Patrick Mahomes.
100%, bro. I think Pat Mahomes is a very, very high IQ player, but that's one of many skills, which is why I teetered on that response for so long, bro. Like he could honestly fit a number of these categories.
The dude's been drawing up plays for Kansas City as well. So I mean, I think that's a really good shout.
Awesome. Okay, let's use that one. So I can't use Steph, can't use Pat. Shit, man. All right, these are such good players that I hate only being able to use them once.
All right,
it's crazy.
Strength. I think that you could go multiple ways here. This one.
Oh man, strength. The strongest guy. Who's the strongest guy in professional American sports? I kind of want to go with part of me wants to go with like a UFC fight or something like that, or like an MMA fighter, just someone that's like massive. But would they be the strongest guy in soccer? And I think also, Hector, what do you think of with strength as it pertains to just this sport alone, soccer? So I could kind of make the translation a little bit.
At least for strength, obviously I kind of mix it with physicality. When you get into like set piece situations, it's always the one that can push a little bit more with their body to put themselves in a better situation. And obviously also for defenders, strength is always going to be an important thing, especially when you're going on a 1v1, even just being able to like force a little bit of movement to affect a shot for a player. At least that's where I would feel strength comes into play.
Yeah. Ooh. See, that's interesting. That's honestly, you went in a little bit of a direction that I probably wouldn't have gone, thinking about set pieces and whatnot. I always think of strength as like your what do you call it? Your center of control, your center of balance, right? Your center of gravity, like how well you're able to shield people off the ball, and like you don't have to be the biggest guy. You don't have to be the quote unquote strongest or most muscle bound fucking flex worthy dude. I mean, you could literally be this little 5'10" guy who's just naturally very, very strong and not even able to tell. But that's not a sexy answer. I think, bro, you know what? Just because he looks like a freak, man, I'm going to go kind of with the off the wall answer here. He's got to be all kinds of strong because of just the guy's just a freak in every sense of the word. I think he's still playing. Bro, I'm going to go with Dwight Howard. Strength.
I mean, he is playing in China, so.
Does that count? Does that count?
I'll give it to you. He is
okay, bet.
Still an American athlete, so.
Still American athlete. And guys, I mean, look at this dude, bro. He's got baby heads on his shoulders for arms. You know what I mean? Like the guy is just, I don't think he ever had to work out in his life to be as big as he is and as strong as he is. He should have had in my opinion, a better professional sports career than he's had up to this point with everything that's been God given to him in terms of sheer ability. But at the end of the day, I've still seen him slam and weight room some people more than a few times. So I'll just go with Dwight Howard for that one.
All right. Endurance.
Oh, bro, this is longevity. I mean, I think at this point it's got to be LeBron, right? I can't think of anybody else. Like to me, he is the only reason that there's even a debate on who the greatest of all time is, right? As somebody who grew up in Chicago and in that era, it's hard not to say Jordan because of what, just his sheer mentality, his ability to not give a fuck what anybody thought. Didn't really care about longevity that much, but I don't think anybody in the 90s really did. Across a number of things, not just sports. Like, I don't think anybody cared.
that Chicago Bulls documentary that came out during the pandemic when you had, what was his name? What was this? Rodman. Yeah, Dennis
Yeah.
Rodman chugging a fucking Miller Lite, then hopping immediately on a motorcycle. I was just like,
Yeah.
with no helmet, and I'm just like, man, the '90s was just a different breed.
90s was wild, bro. Like I said, the people's abilities, athletes' ability to push their bodies in weird ways and just still be able to deliver performances night in and night out. I tip the hat. But LeBron's a different beast, bro. Like I said, what's he on 20 years just about?
And he just dropped 40,000. He just dropped his 40,000 point.
Yeah, bro. I mean, the sheer epitome of endurance and continuing to play at a high level while being at this work rate. He reminds me of who's this the 56-year-old Japanese player?
Yeah.
Who started off at Sao Paulo, but literally the only player to see 5 decades as a top tier professional player, and now at 56, I think he appeared in the Asian Cup as well. Still doing it. That's LeBron. That is the LeBron equivalent for soccer, 100%.
He's playing against former guys as kids,
bro. For real, yeah. The dad is coaching them on how to approach that player 1,000% because that man's still doing it, bro. I mean, it's
LeBron
wild.
might be able to play with his own kid if you want to think about it.
Yeah, bro. It's like wild to me when you really think about just how long that guy's been doing it. Yeah, I was gonna think about like maybe another one, but I think endurance wise and just being able to last and have the longevity to your game. Yeah, bro. I mean, if Tom Brady was still in the league, it would be such a coin toss between those two players.
Yeah. All right. Work rate.
Work rate. The hardest, just the guy who flat out doesn't stop, or like how would you define work rate? Hardest working on certain plays, like because work rates it's so dependent on a position in soccer, right?
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, obviously, when I think of work rate, I think of Danny Carvajal. That's just me personally.
Interesting. That's like an interesting take on the work rate front. And again, Danny Carvajal is a massively underrated player. Like a lot of fans, I imagine, especially here on this side of the world, don't spend time like just watching all the runs that he makes or what he does and how he helps other teammates out on the pitch. Like that's actually a good shout. I agree.
He's not necessarily the most gifted player on the pitch, but he's definitely the one that outworks everybody on the field.
Yeah, I can see that. But is it? What do you mean outwork? Like he's just covering more ground, he's outrunning them, or he's getting stuck into more tackles? Like I'm just trying to think of the way to make this
it's a mixture of that and also just not afraid to go do that extra, take that second win and go after it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. So let's go outside of the mainstream sports for a second. Work rate. I think, bro, if you had to really, it's such a shame that I can't use guys like, I should say like Doncic, man. That man carries the Mavs right now. But maybe something off the wall, like, and maybe I don't know this. So if you're a tennis player, don't judge me too much. So Djokovic isn't still playing, is he? Novak?
Oh, is he American?
Oh, I guess that's true. He's not American.
Yeah.
Federer's not playing anymore. I guess maybe like someone like even like Acuna in the NBA or in the MLB.
I mean, it doesn't have to be men. I'm just gonna point that out.
That too, actually. You know what, bro? You know what, bro? That's actually a very good point, man. Thank you for opening up my vision a little bit. Damn, the Olympics are coming around the corner too, so some interesting stuff there. Bro, Caitlin Clark is a beast. And I'm not gonna pretend to sit here and watch I watch WNBA all the time, man. But I've seen enough highlights to be like, damn. I mean, and heard enough stories to be like, man, she might be one of the hardest working people in the room, regardless of where she goes. There's so many past athletes that epitomize this really, really well. But I watch so much footy right now that it's so hard to be like, oh man, that person in that sport's 100% it. Bro, let's go with, just for the sake of wanting to be all inclusive and let's, a little bit of diversity on the show. Yeah, I think it's gotta be. Is Caitlin Clark still playing? She is still playing, right?
Yeah, she's in college right now.
Yeah. Let's do it, bro. For Iowa, right? I think. Yeah. Or did I make that up? Did I make that up?
No,
okay.
No, that's Iowa.
Okay, cool, bros. Yeah. See, I know a little bit of WNBA or just women's basketball in general. And And
That,
again, I don't
her
want to
highlight reel is just
insane,
amazing.
bro.
Yeah.
Insane.
She's her. She's definitely her.
It reminds me of like again, I haven't paid attention to women's basketball, over the years, but I do remember like watching all the famous UConn teams that have come through over the years, and like I remember the hype around like Diana Taurasi, for example, right?
Yeah.
When she was kind of coming through and she kind of left WNBA after she transitioned. I think she's now considered to be one of the greatest players to ever have come through. I think Clark has a completely different skill set, but for which I think is going to give her the opportunity to be maybe even better. We'll see, more prolific. Yeah, bro. I say work rate for Caitlin Clark.
Yeah. All right. Good. All right.
Speed. Bro, maybe I should just pick like a track star.
You could.
You could be the one to do it. No, this would be the one to do it. Speed. But man, I kind of want to pick somebody that I think is genuinely fast as shit and that people don't talk about. Even a soccer player that's just people don't talk about as being like insanely fast. Like what DeAndre Yedlin used to be, because he was just a pace merchant, had nothing else to his game. I still kind of believe that, by the way. Or like a Jordan Morris, right? All these guys have are just phenomenal speed. Bro, I'm gonna say if I was building a player with this quality, I'm gonna keep it soccer related. Liga MX specifically, bro. I'm gonna say the new Chivas man, Cade Cowell. I think that guy is unreal fast.
Isn't he a soccer player? It's
Huh?
not American non-soccer players. Remember?
Oh, non-soccer player. Damn it, bro. I forgot about the non-soccer rule. Man, I damn. This was tough, bro.
That's a
This
perfect example of what a pace merchant is, though. So.
Yeah, bro. Oh, you know what? NFL can't do Mahomes. How fast is Jalen Hurts?
I mean, there's definitely one guy, a receiver in Miami that's.
Yes, true, but that's like low hanging fruit. We all know Cheetah's fast as hell, bro. We all know he's fast. We can say Tyreek Hill for the hell of it. I'm totally down, but I kind of want to pick someone that's a little bit low key, and I feel like QBs don't get love in the speed department. Let's go Tyreek Hill, but I want someone to answer this for me. I'll like just Jalen Hurts. I feel like is for whatever reason unreal fast, and I don't know who's faster, him or Mahomes.
Oh, it's definitely Hurts.
It's definitely Hurts. I feel like Mahomes covers a lot of ground though.
He does, but he's definitely more of a pocket passer than. I mean, Jalen Hurts is also a pocket passer, but I mean, when it comes to I mean, they literally use the option plays because of Jalen Hurts. So
yeah, the speed he has. Yeah, bro. I kind of like that. It's just like we'll go with Tyreek Hill because right, he's stupid fast. If I had anybody that fast, it would be a massive leg up on whoever I was playing. So yeah, we'll go Tyreek Hill, but I want to see how Jalen Hurts stacks up. That's a really cool comparison.
All right, technique,
bro. Is there a better shooting technique than Klay Thompson?
No.
Like, is there a better shooter? I don't know, man. People will say Steph Curry, right? Which is why I can't use him, but his form is weird. Like he grabs it and just like chunks it from the hip, kind of.
Yeah.
I feel like Klay is just a very aesthetically pleasing shooter and just gets it right almost every damn time.
Yeah,
knocks him down for
he's
fun.
A splash brother for a reason.
Yes. So yeah, bro, that technique is flawless. I'm not even gonna give you anything more on that. I think that's where we go.
All right, and the last one, finishing.
Man, what is finishing in some of these other sports? Because they're scoring, right? They're scoring points. I guess who's the best scorer? Do I just throw Kevin Durant into that mix? Do I go NFL and just like? Well, I already used Pat Mahomes. Who's the highest scoring offense in the NFL? It's probably the Chiefs, no?
Like probably.
Yeah, probably the Chiefs, no?
It might have been the Ravens, actually.
Yeah.
Let me see, 2023 NFL.
Tell you what, for technique, I definitely wouldn't go Lamar Jackson either, for being honest. But just thinking back on some of the comparisons we made. The best finisher. Just the clinical finisher, right? The someone who's gonna knock it down just about every time, regardless.
Oh shit, it was the Dallas Cowboys.
Was it really? That's even more
Yeah.
sad considering how the season ended for the Cowboys. That's actually terrible, bro. I'm a Cowboys fan, but like I'm such a jaded fan at this point that I don't even get upset when the team bows out of the playoffs every year. It's just like it's another year. It's another year. I can't pick a Cowboy. That would be well, I guess I could. It's just that like it'd be so ironic to pick a Cowboy for the finishing. You know what I mean? Considering we're the worst finishers every season.
Fair point. This is a very fair point. I mean,
you can't be a Cowboy for the finishing category, bro. That's like that'd be blasphemous. I'm trying to think what I want in a striker and how I mirror that to like another professional sport. Yeah, just someone who I know is clutch, I think. Just whatever they do, they score points and they're extremely, extremely clutch.
I mean, when it comes down to it, you know that person's gonna get the job done.
Exactly. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts. They're gonna get it done. You know what? Actually, you know what? Not a finisher in the traditional sense, and I can use a Cowboy for this, but not the offense, because the offense pisses me off. In a weird way. Actually, can I switch too?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna put Caitlin Clark for finishing, and I'm gonna put Micah Parsons for work rate.
Ooh, okay, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I think Micah Parsons' work rate is. I mean, anybody here that watches NFL and watches that man play defense, especially for his size, knows exactly what I'm talking about. The guy is an elite. That's like he literally like skipped a whole year of college basically before coming to the NFL, which is why the Cowboys were able to get him in the first place. He is an elite pass rusher, and I feel like his engine just never stops. And then, of course, Caitlin Clark, we already talked about her, but she's probably going to go on to be one of the most prolific players in women's basketball history. So that's finishing through and through. She'll probably finish more than a few careers along the way as well. So, yeah, man, that was hard. That was actually really hard. Like if you're like me, guys, if you're like me, where I just watch footy all day, every day, and I squeeze in other American sports when I can, that's a difficult one. I like that, Hector. That was a good one, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I think this is way better than what the hell me and Edward did that first time, because well, I mean, probably also because Edward was very much fatigued, and he just at that point was just mentally unable to finish that. So this is a better option, I think, just challenging anybody. So I'm gonna challenge anybody from GolzTV, from BellyUpSports. If you guys want to come on and build a player, I make the rules. That's part of it. I am going to make the rules, but if you guys want to come on, clearly Jose took the challenge. I actually like this player. I like this mix. Caitlin Clark is a dog. Her finishings and I hardly ever watch women's basketball. That's not just me being misogynistic in any way. I just don't.
Yeah,
I don't watch college basketball. Period. Until it's March Madness.
Until March Madness. Yeah, I'm the same way, bro. Like it's just like it's one of those things where I get the exciting part brings me into the sport when the time of the year hits, but you know, it's like anybody who doesn't watch MLB until playoffs or doesn't watch MLS until playoffs or whatever the case may be, right? It's only so much you can squeeze into your brain, but that was fun, bro. That was fun.
Yeah. So, Jose, thank you for coming on. This is your time. Go ahead and plug everything that you want to plug.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, bro. Look, all I'll say is that GolzTV, I like I said every time, GOLZ.TV. Check it out this month, right? We're in March 2024 and beyond between now and Copa America in the summer. A ton of new and I will also say exclusive content coming to the platform. We have a pro club partnership that we're getting ready to announce, doing some big things with the USL, having some interesting interviews and, like I said, exclusive content segments that are coming to the platform. But in addition to all of that, there's just a lot of things that we're bringing to GolzTV between now and the end of the year that are only going to make the experience better for the fans. That means you tuning in. So if you can, check it out, GOLZ.TV. We are still in beta, which means it's still free, which also means that there will be a time in the future when it won't be free. You know, or at least some part of the experience will not be free. But that's okay, right? It's a business at the end of the day. And I think that when that time comes, there'll be more than enough value in the platform for everybody to enjoy, whether you're paying for it or not. So yeah, man, that's my my one plug, my one shameless plug. And I will say, Hector, next time you do this build a player segment for April, or any other month in the future, bro, bring me back. This was fun. I'm definitely gonna start tuning into some other niche sports. That way, when I give my shouts, people are gonna start Googling, bro. They're gonna start like, damn, Jose watches some stuff that I don't even watch, bro. I'm gonna start tuning in.
Man, this guy picked a rugby player.
I'm gonna pick a cricket player, bro. Watch. Be like, what the hell? Yeah, bro. Trust me, bro. It's gonna be fun.
All right. So thank you, Jose, for coming on, man. Always a pleasure to have you. All right. So we're going to just go ahead and segue right over to me ending this show right now. So.